Hello out there and welcome to Sunshine Plus from the Sunshine State. I am Dakbo Aruwa Joy. And when you talk about Sunshine Plus, you're talking about value addition, because here in Ondo State, things are definitely getting better, and it is our prerogative to inform you about a whole lot of developments here. The driver is no other person than the Governor Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, whose passion on industrial revolution is targeted at turning the lives of the people around for the best. For him and for his people, the peasant farmers must stop hicking and living, but live in abundance, while the big farmers must have good reward for their efforts. And still really talking about industrial revolution, we will zoom off to the industrial hub in Ondo State, the brainchild of Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, SAN, and one of the major industries there that is adding a whole lot to the economic boost of the state is the cassava to ethanol plant. And let's join Adiola Adeniyi in this package put together by Timileyin Ogunshulire for Sunshine Plus.
With a projected population of 4 million and a land mass of 15,500 square kilometers, Ondo State is arguably one of the food baskets of Nigeria, with an agrarian population of more than half. With a rich agricultural land, the state is a leading producer of cocoa and is said to be home to about 60% of Nigeria's forest resources. Cassava is also one of the agricultural produce for which the Sunshine State is known. But unfortunately, cassava's utilization had for long been restricted to food consumption in the likes of garri, pupuru, fufu, and the likes. And Nigeria is the world's producer of cassava at 45 million metric tons per year, representing 19% of the total world output. In Nigeria, almost all the cassava produced is also used for human consumption, and less than 5% is used in industries, while statistics show that more than 50% of cassava in Nigeria is wasted. Experts insist that human consumption of cassava is an underutilization of the crop, which has proved to be most suitable in the production of ethanol. The global ethanol market size is valued at $89.1 billion as at 2019. United States is the world's largest producer of ethanol with a production of over 15.7 billion gallons in 2019. The United States and Brazil account for 84% of the world's ethanol. The demand for the product is driven by growing usage of products as a biofuel, while experts warn that global ethanol production is likely to fall and may not recover until 2022. Investments in industrial ethanol production is one of the key consideration and focus of the Akeredolu industrial policies to transform the land. Sited in the southern senatorial district of the Sunshine State is Ondo Linyi Industrial Hub, host of the cassava to ethanol industry.
Basically, there is an ethanol plant, there is a paper mill, there is a plywood factory, there is MDF, and also there is a Operset textile company. Actually, with the ethanol plant, we have two phases. The phase one, annually the production is 30,000 tons. The phase two is 100,000 tons annually. And especially the good thing is that we will buy a lot of cassava, and the amount of the cassava, I think every year is more than 200,000 tons per year. When we start, we prefer buy fresh one. And the fresh one, I think, is better from Ondo State and around Ondo State. And I think even the whole Ondo State, if they plant cassava, we can buy.
It took Governor Akeredolu crossing thousands of kilometers overseas to woo investors for the projects from the Linyi Municipal Republic in China in 2018.
Ondo State happens to be the first state in Nigeria that will sign a bi-city agreement with any city in Republic of People Republic of China, and which it did with Linyi. If you look at Linyi, Linyi is the sixth major economy in China, and they account for over 40% of the exports in People Republic of China. So it's so much a fantastic city, and they have these bilateral city agreements with Ondo State, which the governor of Ondo State, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi, signed in China, June 2018, that he signed with the mayor of Linyi in China.
The result is a sprawling and magnificent cassava to ethanol plant, which produces strong alcohol from cassava. It was commissioned by Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari.
I commissioned this industrial complex and hope that God will sustain it and benefit the people of Ondo State and Nigeria in general. Thank you.
The plant takes in fresh cassava, peel, and wash. Grate, cook in a jet cooker, ferment, distill, and bottle. The cassava tubers are sourced from local farmers from different states such as Ondo, Benue, Edo, Kogi, and northern parts of Nigeria.
We will process the cassava from this grinding session and then to fermentation session. After fermentation, we will steaming. After this processment, we will get the ethanol. It's a food grade. The cassava we are buying from the local people, local farmers. We will only use dry cassava for now. But if we have the fresh one, we will also using the fresh one.
Ondo Linyi Cassava to Ethanol plant now receives 300 to 400 metric tons of cassava daily, with an output of about 6 million gallons of ethanol per day. The company currently produces at 50% installed capacity, with opportunities to take in more cassava tubers, just as those currently supplying cassava tubers smile back home on daily basis, thus creating huge markets for cassava growers in Ondo State and beyond.
This place is just the warehouse where all the cassava are kept after purchasing from the local source. We keep all the cassavas here. And here as well we have some other sections where all the raw materials will go into smatching, grinding the raw materials together to put them into process. So we have all the bags of the the dried cassava here as raw materials for the production. The local farmings, they are benefiting from here currently, and we still want them to bring as well. We are going to take from them. This is where they produce the smatching point. This is the smatching point where the cassava go into the machine for smatching purpose. So after the smatching, there is another dialogue from that place where the cassava pass. After it has been smatched, it will get into the tanks for proper mixing before getting to other processes, and before finally getting to the distillation point, whereby the cassava is being distilled and turned into liquid to make the ethanol and the distillated as well to fissa oil.
Then when you are talking about this cassava to ethanol, then the advantage And the benefit to Ondo State cannot be underemphasized. We are talking of employment in thousands, indirect employment into thousands. Then we are talking about a revenue generation drive. It's enough, because Click Connect Networks International Limited has been mandated by WeWood to actually source for supplies of cassava in Ondo State and every other places that we could have supply, so that we could be able to make sure that we supply the place with raw material that would give them enough materials to continue to function. Because that particular factory, we need over 1 million tons of cassava per annum.
The Ondo Linyi Cassava to Ethanol factory prides itself at churning out the best ethanol in Nigeria with 98% concentration, a standard difficult to find elsewhere. Ondo State has therefore joined the League of Ethanol Producers, responding to the federal government diversification program. Good enough. The world is moving away from the use of fossil fuel because of its effects on global warming. Ethanol is an important industrial chemical used as solvent in the synthesis of other organic chemicals and as an additive to automotive gasoline. Called alcohol, ethyl alcohol and grain alcohol, ethanol is a colorless liquid and major ingredient in alcoholic beverages like beer, wine, or brandy. Ethanol is also a common ingredient in many cosmetics and beauty products, as it acts as an astringent to help clean skin, in lotions as a preservation. With the cassava to ethanol plants in full swing at the Ondo Linyi Industrial Hub, the industrialization efforts of Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu is receiving a major boost.
When we went to Linyi and we had this city-state relationship to have, so Ondo State and Linyi province to meet together. So it became a great thing, a big thing. We had to meet with mayor, met with even the topmost industrialists there. We all met. So that's why they came up and started their factories one by one. They started the cassava to ethanol that is now on.
Of cassava to ethanol, which at the moment, we are taking over 1,500 metric tons of cassava on daily basis, as you can see. Then we are producing over 300 metric tons of ethanol daily from this industrial hub, and lots are still coming.
The vision of the governor to industrialize the state for economic prosperity is yielding more positive results and from different dimensions. Adeola Adeniyi for Sunshine Plus.
Welcome back. Definitely we have seen what good governance is all about. The new industrial face of the new Ondo State. It's called ingenuity. It's no longer mere cassava for garri, akpu or pupuru, but now it's golden cassava, as it is presently a cash cow far beyond staple food as it used to be. Wherever you are, cultivate cassava and bring it to Ondo State and then smile to the bank, because cassava is now a money spinning venture here, and all on the wings of a robust policy being activated by Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu SAN for the wealth and well-being of the people. And that's the size of our package this week. And more on the industrial revolution being engineered by the Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu SAN will come your way in our subsequent editions. I am your host, Dakbo Aruwa Joye. Thanks for being with us. Bye for now, and God bless the Sunshine State.